Boulder, Colorado is usually buzzing with excitement around the Buffaloes football program under Coach Prime. But a recent announcement has stirred up a different kind of buzz, one mixed with surprise, debate, and even some hard feelings among the alumni. The university has decided to retire the jersey numbers of current stars Deion Sanders and Hunte, and they're doing it now, before the upcoming spring game. This isn't a common move in college football, especially for players whose careers at the university just concluded. Numbers 2 for Shedeur and 12 for Travis are set to be etched into Colorado history, making them just the 5th and 6th players in the program's 135-year history to receive this honor. The speed of the decision, however, has ruffled feathers. Some view this as skipping the line, bypassing numerous big names in Buffalo's lore who are still waiting for such recognition, including members of the 1990 National Championship squad. Chad Brown, a Buffalo's Hall of Fame linebacker, didn't hold back on social media, stating, "If the players from the national champ team have not received such an honor, by default, this action dismisses, diminishes and for a new generation of CU fans erases their greatness. I would never minimize the impact of number 2 or number 12. They are amazing players, but this timing is poor." That quote gets right to the heart of the alumni criticism. It's not necessarily about whether Shedeur and Travis are great players, but the timing and the perceived slight to those who came before. The decision to retire numbers falls under the discretion of the athletic administration and the head coach. Colorado Athletic Director Rick George, who was actually part of the staff during that 1990 national title run, defended the move. Travis Hunte and Deion Sanders are both great buffs and exceptional talents who have been tremendous representatives of our program and of our university and led our team back to national prominence, George said. He argued that recognizing their accomplishments now, including a Heisman Trophy winner in Hunte and a record-setting quarterback in Sanders, doesn't detract from the past, but, rather, it adds to the rich legacy of CU football. Coach Prime himself, Deion Sanders, also stepped in to defend the decision, particularly when it came to his son, Shedeur. He believes that some of the criticism for Shedeur is tied to his last name. "We're talking about Shedeur. We ain't talking about nobody else," Coach Sanders said. "If his last name wasn't Sanders, we wouldn't have this discussion." Coach Prime has a unique perspective, having had multiple jerseys retired himself during his illustrious playing career across football and baseball. He noted that he's been part of several jersey retirement ceremonies before, and this is the first time he's ever seen it become a sore subject. "I think every jersey I darn near played in is retired, so I'm pretty familiar with this. It's never been sore." But the alumni voices of concern are notable. Tyler Columbus, a standout offensive lineman for the Buffaloes, also weighed in on social media, trying to capture the nuance of the alumni reaction. He acknowledged the vitriol but stated, "I think most, including myself, believe he deserves the honor, eventually." Bypassing the line. Bypassing number 2 Deion Figures doesn't make sense. Deion Figures was another Colorado standout who also wore number 2. Columbus's core point, shared by many, was the lack of a waiting period and the feeling that it bypasses others who have waited their turn, calling it the first blunder of the Coach Prime era that has upset alumni. It highlights the tension between honoring the current era's impact, which has undeniably brought national attention back to Colorado football, and respecting the history and contributions of past legends. The university's stance is that their impact is so significant and immediate that they warrant this recognition now, arguing it enhances the legacy. Alumni, however, feel a sense of disrespect towards those who built that legacy over decades. Coach Sanders noted that Shedeur and Travis themselves are focused on the future, specifically the upcoming NFL draft where both are expected to be high selections. He expressed thanks for the current fanbase, calling them the best fanbase ever, especially over the last 2 years. It's worth remembering the company Shedeur and Travis are joining: quarterback, halfback Byron White, a Supreme Court justice, guard, linebacker Joe Romig, quarterback, tailback Bobby Anderson, and the late tailback Rashawn Salaam, a Heisman winner himself. All incredible figures in Colorado history who received this honor after their playing days concluded. This debate underscores the unique era Colorado football is in under Coach Prime. It's fast-paced, attention-grabbing, and sometimes, it involves decisions that break from tradition. Even unrelated notes from the article, like the plan to switch Folsom Field from natural grass to artificial turf before the 2025 season, with Sanders mentioning wanting to make the playoffs and not playing in the frozen tundra, show a focus on adapting for future success. But the jersey retirement decision is different. It touches on the very history and identity of the program and how greatness is defined and honored. It's a question of balancing the undeniable, immediate impact of Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter with the long-standing contributions and legacy of past Buffalo's greats. It's a debate with passionate arguments on both sides. And for many alumni, it's a decision that feels premature, regardless of the talent of the players being honored. What do you think about Colorado retiring Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter's jerseys now? Is it a deserved honor or too soon? Let us know in the comments below. Thank you for your continued patience. I am working diligently to ensure this formatting is correct for all future outputs.
Can you believe Colorado just announced they'll retire the jerseys of two players who just left campus? That's right. Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter are already skipping the line ahead of legends from the 1990 National Championship team. And let's just say, not everyone's impressed. First, the basics. This weekend's spring game at Folsom Field was supposed to be a celebration of Buff's history, but instead it became the flashpoint for alumni outrage. Colorado's athletic department and Coach Prime declared they'd retire number 2 for Heisman finalist Shedeur and number 12 for two-way phenom Travis Hunter, making them only the 5th and 6th players ever honored in 135 years. Normally, you wait decades for this. Instead, the Buffs fast-tracked 2 players still headed to the NFL draft on April 24th. Cue the backlash. Hall of Fame linebacker Chad Brown called out the move on social media, reminding everyone that members of that storied 1990 squad still haven't had their numbers hung in the rafters. Former lineman Tyler Columbus chimed in, pointing out that bypassing legends like Deion Figures feels like a slap to the program's past. And yes, it's hard to argue. A 0 waiting period retirement is about as rare as a mid-April blizzard on campus. But Prime had an answer. Hugs and handshakes for all. Can we start by shaking everyone's hand who played here before? He asked after practice. He wants to smooth things over, and honestly, that sounds pretty genuine. Athletic Director Rick George backed him up, praising both Hunter and Shedeur as tremendous representatives who ushered CU back into national relevance. Here's why they feel justified. Hunter rewrote the playbook in Boulder as a shutdown corner and game-breaking receiver, while Shedeur shattered passing records and snagged the Johnny Unitas Award as college football's top QB. Both have NIL deals pushing $5-6 million, and both are projected first-round picks. From a marketing and recruiting standpoint, immortalizing them now sends a signal. This is Coach Prime's new era, full speed ahead. Off the field, they're also making other big changes. The grass at Folsom Field is giving way to turf for 2025, a move Sanders says is all about playoff weather prep. And they nearly landed a scrimmage with Syracuse before the NCAA nixed it. Another reminder that this program is thinking outside the box. Love it or hate it, Colorado's bold stunt isn't just about jerseys. It's a statement of identity. They're banking on their 2 breakout stars to define the next chapter, and alumni will just have to wait for their hug and handshake, plus a future retirement ceremony of their own. What do you think? Is fast-tracking Sanders and Hunter a visionary move, or a disrespectful shortcut that undermines Buff's tradition? Drop your take in the comments. Hit like if you're Team Prime, or hit dislike if you're riding with the 1990 legends. And don't forget to subscribe. This Buffs roller coaster is only getting started.